these two just got to see Calamity, our puppy, for the first time, and they're feeling a little nervous. I don't think I've ever seen him trot on his own, Frank that is. And right now Calamity is way over there with Dan, and these guys are on high alert. Introducing the puppy to the dog. We're starting at a great distance. Let them be calm. We'll bring her up closer soon. Now Stein has turned into the brave one, coming to check out Calamity. He used to be the nervous one.
Isn't that funny how that works? Look, there's a puppy in here.
So we brought Calamity down with us today, and the goal is that we're going to lead Frank out in the dry lot for the first time. So far he's just been led in the round pen, and today we'll start working on leading Stein. So Frank and Stein, Frank will be led out in the dry lot, Stein in the round pen. And so far, Stein, the one who's on the outside, was always the scaredy cat. It took a long time to get through to him, but they've switched roles now. You see how Stein is on the outside protecting Frank. So right now, Stein's the brave one. We want to introduce the puppy slowly so that we're keeping her safe, not knowing how they're going to react. Hey guys, we're back with Stein, and we're going to do target training with his feet. First, we'll review the other stuff. Nose. Deep. We always want to review to build up confidence. Neck. Deep. Here you go. So we want to review everything he knows, and then we can introduce new things. And today we're going to introduce neck. Neck. Today we're going to introduce leading him. Neck. Deep. Butt. Butt. Deep. When we review what they already know, it helps us see if they're in a good frame of mind. I just noticed they're not in the camera. Nose. Deep. Do the butt again so you guys can see that. Sorry about that. Butt. Butt. Deep. Here you go. Butt. Butt. Deep. I don't think that one was on purpose. I think it was on accident. Good buddy. Now we'll do his feet. This is a great way to help him get used to us being all around his body. Foot. Deep. You'll know that they understand when they shift their weight without walking forward. Foot. 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 Deep. I touched him to help him there. You really can't ask them a question if they don't already know the answer. So if they don't know the answer, help them learn it. Foot. Deep. Hi. Foot. Foot. Deep. Now it used to be when I would touch him on his feet, especially his back legs, he would, his body would kind of quiver, so he was nervous about it. But now he's getting calmer. Foot. Deep. And I always do this before I introduce picking up their feet or asking. First, the next step I would ask them, I would be like, I'm going to brush them all the way down with a regular hand brush. Foot. Now when he picks it up on accident, just because a fly is there, I want to make sure the brush is lined up so he hits it. Foot. Deep. He didn't understand, so I'm going to help him. We always want to help him. Foot. Deep. There you go. Foot. Deep. Here you go. You remember that Stein used to always drool because he would get so nervous. He would forget to swallow. But now we've had 2 sessions, 2 or 3 maybe, that he has licked and chewed without drooling first. So he's starting to get a lot more comfortable. Foot. Foot. Deep. He took, he leaned, he kind of found that one on his own. He's not quite sure what he's looking for, but he's trying to find the answer. You ready? Huh? Foot. Foot. Next here, we're going to start his circles or review his circles and then clearing the front. And I think we do a little bit of disengaging also. These skills really help them learn to lead well. We want them to learn to follow a loose lead rope. And here Hannah's going to do this stuff, and she hasn't done it for years and years. Hannah's a great rider, and she doesn't do a ton of groundwork. So if you maybe have been riding and not doing groundwork, the longer I've been working with horses and donkeys, mules, the more I realize that this groundwork is the most important stuff. So you guys can start this as well. Keep watching the videos to help you learn what to do when you're out there practicing all of this on your own. Whatever kind of animal you are doing groundwork with, you're going to have the same type of animal when you're up on their back or driving or packing. It really also helps to see your mindset and teaching them all the skills before you're actually putting them to use, breaking it down into baby steps. Come on, Stein. Hey, buddy. Come on. Come on. Oh. Let's go forward. Nose. Nose. Pete. Here you go. There you go. Let me get him aimed at the camera better. Nose. Deep. I'm going to turn even more here. Nose. Deep. You didn't have to turn to do it though. I didn't plan that out well enough, did I? There you go. Nose. Stein. Nose. Nose.
Very good. Here's Frank.
Deep.
Buying a halter.
You guys can see on the other side of the camera, Dan's working with Frank, and he's going to lead him for the first time today outside of the pen.
We're going to bring him up to the dry lot.
Hi.
The next step in this direction.
How are you?
We're working out meeting. He's right behind me here. Frank, show me the camera.
All right. Neck.
There you go.
Deep. So I did work with him one day where I didn't record it. It was too dark. Actually, it was yesterday. We brought home 7 new wild donkeys, and we were working with them yesterday. And by the time we came over to the Mustangs, we were out of daylight. So I didn't record. It was too dark. Nose. Deep. So when we're doing this, we're really just looking to make sure we're checking in with him to make sure he's comfortable. Hi. See how he's leaning away? He says, I'm kind of nervous. Are you kind of nervous? Huh? Are you kind of nervous? 5, 4, 3, 2. Whoa. Well, now that's not what we're looking for, but it helps us know where his mind is at. Come on. Nose. Nose. If he's not coming towards you, that means you're going to have to go closer. Nose. I think he's watching Frank is what's happening here. Nose. Deep.
He's going to take all the time in the world.
There you go. Let's see if I can just re-aim this so he can be watching Frank. He's kind of curious about what Frank is doing. All right, we're going to try it from here and see if that helps him be comfortable. If he wants to watch Frank, that's not a big deal. There we go. You need to watch to see what your buddy is doing. Huh? Next, Hannah's going to start asking him to disengage. And this is a learned behavior again. It really does help with going through the fence. And if you keep your flag straight up with the flag down, kind of like a cane, you can wave it a little bit like Hannah is there to help encourage that movement to get them to cross that foot over like he just did in front of the other back foot. Whenever they do it or give you a try, you're going to give them a break to help them learn what you ask. Remember, they learn on the release of pressure. What is he doing, huh? What's he doing? You ready?
I don't know if I can make it on the outside, man.
Here you go. Ready? You want to play again? You want to play again? Yeah? You're blocking me. You're blocking me. Yep, that's a rope. That's for leading you so we can go on adventures together. So right now he's a little distracted, guys, and it doesn't matter why they're distracted. When they're distracted, we just have to help them move through it. And right now I think it's because he sees that his friend is leaving the wild pen. Are you ready again to try? Are you ready to try? Hi. I'm just gonna
Paul, make sure you stay in there, okay?
pet on him, love on him some. See how he's leaning away from me right now. He says he's feeling kind of vulnerable, kind of nervous. So I can just step away from him. We'll see if he starts to lean back towards me a little bit. Step away a little bit more. Now he's looking at Frank, but he's not leaning towards me yet. I'm going to advance to him. I'm going to pet on him. Now, little Doc is having a tying lesson while we're working with little dude. So now Doc has a tying lesson most every day that we work together. His tying lessons aren't necessarily very long. I'm not going to be nervous if he's uncomfortable or like pawing or anything. Now he is not tied to the panel there. He is tied to a railroad post that's behind it. Don't ever tie your animals, please. Don't ever tie them to the panels in your area. Make sure you do tie them to something that's completely secure. We would hate to have a wreck because they pulled a panel away. So again, he's tied to a railroad tie that's behind the fence, the panels there. And he's going to stay tied, and he's just going to get this practice each day that we're working together. And it's a little bit of practice at a time, and he's going to keep getting comfortable. Another way I like to do this is with a high line, and that means that they're tied with the rope above their head, and it helps them be able to move their feet more. Right now, my high line is not accessible because we have hay in the barn. So this is how we're practicing with him. So he'll stay tied up for 5, 10, 15 minutes each day, most days, while we're working with little dude. And little dude gets tied up a lot while we're working with Doc. So they are both getting the tying practice, and it's going to help them have good coping skills. See how much lower his head is now? Are you ready for training again? Now that Frank is back in here, are you ready? Here we go. Deep.
You did real well, my friend. You did real well.
Still on the camera. Ready? You ready?
Hey, Frank.
Deep.
We have been to the edge of the earth.
Are you still recording?
No.
Oh, I saw it. That was awesome.
I'm pretty nervous. Pretty nervous, boy.
You ready? Whoops. Whoops. There you go. There, see? Oh, good boy. Good boy. Here you go. That's good. Nose. Deep. Deep. There you go. All right, come on over here, buddy. Nose. I think he's more willing now. Maybe I'll get some more hay. I'll do this.
That's
Come on, let's do some more. Let's get this halter on you. Sign. Nose. Make the rope smaller so it's not as scary. It's just his halter, but the
Head.
long tail. Nose.
head.
Deep. Here. Sign. There you go. Nose. Feet. Now he looks more willing. Here we go. There you go. All right. You ready, buddy? Put this halter on you again. It's kind of big on you. Here we go. Nose. Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Nose.
So the last times when I put his halter on, I did on and off many, many times. This time I'm just going to put it on and then I'm going to come over with his lead rope. Now sometimes the ropes are scary, the wilds think they're a snake, so we could pet him with it. Deep, just kind of check him out with it. Yeah, deep. Because I don't want this rope to be a sense of or a source of fear. Neck. Deep. Good job. Here you go. Okay, so now I'm going to clip it on. This is the first time ever, guys, putting a lead rope on him. I'm not going to try to pull him around. If he decides to walk, I'll follow him. Otherwise, we'll just kind of try to do this on a loose rein. I don't want there to be fear.
You gonna lead him?
We're gonna see what we can do.
Frank will watch this, bud. Sign you got this.
I wonder if I should try to reposition the camera.
Looks pretty good right there.
I don't have very much space to walk though.
Are you gonna aim it that way?
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Good boy. So just the little bit of him turning his head is where this starts, guys. And letting him be familiar with having a lead rope on that he could view as a snake. There,
Yeah.
that was great.
Got that brass snap dangling there, tugging and pulling. That's a lot for him to take in.
It is a lot. So we're just gonna pick up on the lead rope. Again, I'm not trying to pull him around.
There you go.
We want him to learn to follow this always on a loose rein so that a 2-year-old kiddo could lead him later on. Wonder if I can aim this differently without having him pull away. Okay, let's see if I can walk him now. Oh, hi, you. Hi. Have a snack. There. Okay, we're gonna see if we can walk. Good boy.
Look at that.
Good boy.
So it begins.
So it begins. Now we're not in the, oh, I think we are in the camera a little bit. Good boy. I'm totally comfortable paying him as he's learning what I'm asking. I want all of this to be a good experience. I don't want to scare him from being led. I want a good experience. Come on, buddy. Good job. Good boy.
He's not bucking the pressure at all.
No. And I'm not, like, I'm picking up on it, but I'm not
Yeah,
pulling.
it's not much pressure at all, but it's like he's going, oh gosh, what's that?
Sometimes they can really react to the pressure on their pull. That could be pretty scary to them at first. So let's see if I can go this way now. Good boy. Good boy. Stein. there, he just gave his head. His feet didn't move, but his head did. And that's where it starts, guys. Good boy. We always want him to be really light, so I don't want a tug-of-war match. He doesn't want to move his feet this way. Let's see if he'll move his feet going this direction. Good job. Good boy. Look at you. He's not sure what to think of all this. Here's some more hay for you. Keeping this a good experience. Now his left foot is forward. He's more likely to step over, just like he just did. Good job. Look at how he's so curious about that clip. There you go.
It's fun watching him transition from fearful to curious.
Right? And today when he was more curious about the dog than...
Yeah, now he's a happy dude.
Good boy. Good job. He's got to fly. I'm not going to stop him from getting the fly. He's not trying to be naughty or anything. He's just got to fly. Do you want me to go get it for you? You have a lot of flies. You want me to get these flies for you? There, is that better? Get the flies off his belly. Let's do one more step this way and then our time is up, guys. But this is very exciting to watch Stein transition from very fearful to willing. Good boy. All right, I'm going to take this off. Keeping this a good experience. Little baby steps, guys. It doesn't need to be all happening at one time. We want to ease our way into it. Are you ready? We're going to take this off now. Remember, this is all so new and he was just wild. We don't want to scare him. We want him to have good experiences. There, good job. Look at you. I have some more hay in my pocket. There you go, buddy. Good job. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I hope you're finding this helpful with your own wild animals. All right, so now we got Doc out, guys, and Paul's just practicing some circles with Doc. And then getting him to read his body language, showing when he stops. When Paul stops, we want the donkey to stop also. Now he's clearing the front. Beautiful. Beautiful job. Paul's really got the hang of this. So cool to see. It's fun family time, guys. And there's little dude sounding off. And guys, we also brought home 7 new wild donkeys, so be sure to turn into those videos. I'm working with awe.
All right, his 2 circles are done.
All right, so then work on disengaging.
Want me to do a circle first?
Yeah, you can. That can help it, I think, go easier. And now he's still very new at disengaging, so be patient while you're asking. Okay?
So rolling the fronts and hinds, basically?
Yeah. Okay, I'm recording. Go ahead, Paul. So he's going to demonstrate disengaging. Now we're rewarding the try, guys, because he's just learning for this. So he just asked him to clear the front. And now he's going to ask for a circle. And then right before he goes to disengage, he's going to slide his hand down the rope. That way he knows. And then sometimes you can have that rope in your hand the opposite way, so it's pointing down like a walking stick.
You did it.
Awesome. So try pointing that down the other way, the flag. Hold on to it like this. Pointing down. There you go. Now sometimes it can be handy to have the flag like that. Now ask them to disengage. And when they don't understand, you can flick it just a little bit. There, and now he just did it. So that can be a way to help them understand. Remember, when we're asking them questions, if they don't know what we're asking, it's going to be really difficult. So we need to help support them along the way. Now you can go the other direction, Paul, one time. Now guys, I'm not recording this whole session because I'm here working with We're working on flexing and disengaging with the bit, trying to get her comfortable. When you introduce a bit to the animals, they need a lot of time to get used to it. So she's been tied up wearing the bit, just getting used to it. So if you think your donkey doesn't like the bit, well, it might just be that they're not used to it yet. So she's playing with her tongue on top and below the bit. And that's why I'm not recording this whole session. By the time we're done, we'll have worked with like 12 animals today. Yeah, 12. And then you want to support their head. Sorry, her ear flicked the phone. If they start to look away, that's where they're gonna go. Now he's asking for the disengage. So point that down like a cane. There you go. And it's not a matter of like, he stepped back, so that doesn't count. There, that was a great one. Now remember guys, they learn when you release the pressure. And they also remember how they felt when you release the pressure. So if you got there, but they're all up tight, it can be worth doing another round to help them be soft and supple instead of resistant. Have fun training your donkeys, guys. I love to hear your what's happening with you and your donkeys in the comments. And hopefully you watched the Stein video because very exciting stuff happened with Stein today. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button. All right, guys, the last thing for Doc here is to do his feet. So, oh boy. All right, guys, the last thing for Doc here is to do his feet. So we're gonna just rub down his leg. Ready, foot, lifting it counts. After that, after we can lift it, we're gonna ask to hold it for just a split second, and then we'll keep growing on that. So we're gonna ask again. Can you have him step forward? Right now you see he's kind of sprawled out, and that's not gonna support him very well. There, now he looks like he's set up properly. All right, ready, foot, whoops. We can bounce it, foot. Oh, this is hard to do when I'm, foot, deet. Deet, deet. He's really putting his weight on there. Deet, deet. He's really putting his weight on. Okay, guys, when they go onto their toe, you see he's on his toe right now. You can just rub on his foot. Deet, 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 deet. And the whole time you say deet, or whatever code word, they get oats. From there, bounce it. Deet, 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 deet. You can see how he's nice and loose. Deet, deet, deet. They need to be nice and loose before you start trying to pick up their foot. Otherwise, you're going to get kicked. Deet. Hey guys, we're back with Stein, and we're going to practice his target training, reviewing what he knows. We're going to practice haltering and taking some steps again. Neck. Deet. I like to do this target training to help get his mind in a good spot before we begin training. Nose. Deep. We have his butt. We're going to go a little bit farther forward. Nose. Deep. Now we're in a good spot for the camera. So this is all stuff that he's practiced. We stopped with the feet for a while he was so nervous with me around him. But your tail, that doesn't count, Stein. But deep. There, that was a clear understanding from him. Here you go. Good job. You still got his feet in the camera. We'll go ahead and switch over to his feet. Foot. And when they understand this, I don't do it very many times, maybe 1 or 2 times. Deep. I think that one was on accident. We'll find out. Foot. Deep. That was on accident. That's okay though. You ready? You ready? Here I'm just checking if he's going to be flinchy at all with the long brush. And he's not. Foot. Deep. I think that was accident, but that's okay. We'll take it. Here you go. You have a lot of flies on your belly, don't you? Let's get those off. All right, you ready? Foot. Foot. So he doesn't understand this yet. I can touch it to help him. Foot. Deep. Remember, when we're asking them questions, we want them to know the answer already. So if they're not knowing the answer, we need to help them. Are you ready? Foot. Foot. Deep. Do you recall when we first started back up with his feet, he would flinch every time I touched him with the brush. But now you see he's getting more comfortable with this. You ready?
Oh,
Foot.
stay there, okay, buddy?
Foot.
Okay.
Deep. He just took his weight off that foot. I touched his foot when he did that. Taking the weight off was on him. Touching it was on me to help him understand. Foot.
What?
Deep. He took out the weight again. Maybe you could see him bend it just a tad. We're going to try one more time. You got bugs on you, huh? Flies everywhere. It's the fly time of year. Foot. So I'm watching for him to do some kind of try. It could be taking his weight off. Could be shifting his weight. Foot. He's shifting his front weight, but not his back. Deep. We're just going to help him with that. Okay, I'm going to aim this a little bit better. Oop. There we go. Nice, Donnie. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side. Neck. Deep. Butt. Deep. He shifted his weight. I'm not sure if you guys could see it in the camera. Here you go. Butt. Butt. Deep. Shifted his weight just a little bit. Oh. The flies on your belly again. Get these flies off from on, and then we'll go to his feet. Foot. Deep. That looked like he's maybe understanding, which is great. We'll do that one more time. Foot. It's the wrong foot, Stein. Again, the reason I'm doing this is really to help him understand when I ask for his foot to pick it up. It also helps me make sure he's comfortable with me all around him. Deep. There, that was an understanding for sure. He shifted his weight and then he picked it up. Now he did a really good job. I could pay him twice instead of once. As he's learning and understanding, it's going to help him know that he found the right answer. you ready? Foot. Deep. I don't know, but I kind of think that was on accident from a fly. That's okay. And I'll start by accident. Foot. He's getting close. You're close. Foot. Deep. I'm going to help him. I always want to help him. And in the background there, I'm not sure how much you can see of it, Dan's working on leading outside of the wild pen with Frank. Yesterday when we were doing this, it was Frank's first time, and Stein was pretty nervous. This time he doesn't care. Foot. Deep. We're going to reward that as a try. He leaned forward. He's on his toe. We're going to count that as a try. Remember, every time we can reward the try, he's going to try harder. Let's do it one more time. I think he might understand this foot. 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 There, he's shifting his weight a little bit. Foot. We're going to count this, I think. Deep. Okay. We're just going to count that. I do feel like he's shifting his weight and he's giving a try. I'm going to pay him twice and then I'm going to go get his halter. There you go, buddy. Okay, this was my daughter's idea, to put the hay in your back pocket. When you're working on haltering, it's kind of hard to hang on to the hay and put this all around. So even though we did the lead rope and a little tiny bit of leading, which was just a couple steps yesterday, I'm not going to have the rope attached to this because I don't want to overwhelm him. Nose. Hey, you. It's pretty exciting. If you guys recall, he used to get overwhelmed and I would stand next to him and he would start to drool after, sometimes it was 10 minutes, and that kept decreasing. Deep. And now he's done a couple times where he licks and chews without any drooling. He's getting more comfortable. Nose. Take another step forward. Deep. Good boy, getting better in the camera. All right, so even though he's been having this be put on quite a few times now, I'm still going to review everything before I do put it on. Neck. Deep. He came to it. Now I could do neck on the other side. Remember, this is also helping him just get used to me moving around him. Neck. Deep. And we want him really comfortable with all this stuff. The more we can do with the groundwork and helping his comfort, the more he's just going to be well trained. He's going to have good coping skills. Are you ready? Do you see how low his head is, guys? It didn't used to be like that, did it, son? You used to be a very high-headed. Here we go. Now he's kind of leaning away. Andy took a step away. I can say, oh, I see you're nervous, and I can retreat. Okay? If he gets nervous, I can retreat. There's nothing wrong with that. We're just helping him see that I notice his feelings. And every time I notice his feelings, he's going to have more trust. That's really what we're trying to build here. He's licking and chewing, and now he's taking a little walk. I'm not going to send him right now. Kind of going based on, it's a feel thing. So he wasn't, he stepped away just slightly right before he stepped away. He stepped away just lightly before he walked away. He's saying, boy, I'm kind of feeling a little nervous. Now all the feet stuff is still pretty new for him. And he will come back, guys. So if you're working with your horse or your donkey and they step away, they're gonna come back. Give them a second. Now he's eating grass or hay. I'm gonna get both eyes. Hey, Jude. Sign. all the hay you need. Okay, so I sent him a little bit just to get his attention because he was eating hay. He wasn't just taking soak time. Nose. Now he's quite a distance away, and you see how he's coming to me. He had a moment, and now he's relaxing to come back. Feet. Because I have all the hay you need here. Are you ready to do this again? You're backing away from me. Are you nervous, or is it just flies? Huh? Which is it?
A lot of flies.
There is a lot of flies. Are you ready? That was kind of reactive. I would say he's feeling kind of nervous. Okay, now he's going again. I'm going to send him this time. I'm not sending him big, just sending him a little bit. I'm going to get both eyes and then try to get him to come back over to me. Send and pull to you. Both eyes. Both eyes. There you go. If he's giving me both eyes, I'm going to leave him alone. Oh, that's not both eyes. There you go. See how many minutes we've been going. 13. That could be all that this is. I think what I'm going to do is give him a slight break. Let him come down. I'm just going to go stand next to him, and I'll turn the camera back on after he has calmed down.
Horses. See horses over there?
All right, guys, he's licking and chewing, and it took him just a tad over a minute. Now,
Right.
while I was standing here with him, I didn't talk to him. I didn't touch him. But if he moves his feet, I am copying his movement. By doing that, I'm saying, hey, I got your back. I'm aware of everything, and I got your back. It's helping to create a sense of safety for me to be so aware that I move my feet with him. He's still licking and chewing right now, and again, it took less, or just a tad over a minute, where sometimes this used to take 10 minutes. So if you guys are working with this, stick with it. They will come around and they're going to learn and improve. We're always just looking for a little bit of improvement. We don't need things to happen overnight. We just want to keep improving. So let's see if he's ready now. Neck. Feet. So we worked with him for about 13 minutes before he needed to stop and lick and chew. So if your animal that you're working with was rocking it and doing just great and with you, and then all of a sudden they're not, take into consideration they might just need a break. Are you ready? You are, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Here we go. You're moving. Deep. So if they're moving, depending on how fast they're moving, you might be able to stick with them, or you could retreat. And that one you're going to have to feel. See how low his head is? His head used to be much higher when we did anything together. Are you ready? Here we go. Are you nervous? I'm just going to retreat now. We'll give you a little bit more pay.
Ew.
Quite the face. Hopefully that's not. Nose. See if I can get him closer here. Try to get this better for where the sun is at. Nose. Nose. Deep. Here you go.
Your camera off?
I'm gonna turn it up. He's not with me. I'm gonna give him a longer break here, guys. He's not quite with me.
Yeah, I bet it was fucking cool.
Where'd you go? Oh, you're over there. I think I just got a text from you. I got a text here.
Check on Frank's back right.
Yeah.
Ready? Ready, buddy? Ready?
5-minute break.
How do you get him to do that? A lot of time. Yeah.
Have you seen that? His
Neck.
front feet? Have you seen him do his front feet thing?
Deep.
He will like karate kick the air. He's like, I gotta touch it, I gotta touch it.
Ready? Good. Boy.
You ready? Good boy. Oh, was that scary?
You just broke through that foot
There you
back right yesterday.
Nice, man.
Good.
Nose. Yeah, put your nose in it.
Yeah.
Deep. Ooh, was that scary? It's okay though.
Yeah.
It's okay. You don't have to be afraid. Nothing bad is going to
Put my
happen
hand
to
down
you.
here on the back. That's good. I'm not in a hurry. No.
Okay, that one got kind of scared, so we're going to do it again. Ready? Nose. Deep. Okay, so even though he's done this before, we're going to keep doing this, breaking it down to help him be confident. I can learn any spots where he's nervous or find out if he's nervous before. Ready? Oh, you're leading away. You're leading away. So I'm waiting because he's leading away. There, he's ready.
Ever seen King of the Hill?
Yeah.
Good Dale.
Good boy. Good boy. Oh, that's a good job. Good boy.
You know what tie up pretty buddy, huh?
It'd be a lot of fun.
That's
I
a
think
good
you make it.
boy.
I think you'll make it.
Human trailer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back the trailer up. Take that gate.
Good boy. I'm going to feed him twice here. I want this to be a good experience. Here we go.
You're not
He knows I got hay.
Here you go.
cute.
Neck. Again, this rope could be scary. It could resemble a snake to them.
He's like a badger.
Too bad.
Deep. That's your shoulder, but okay. You ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Okay. I clipped it. I'm going to pay him. Remember, the rope is still new. Come on.
He had something all over his face.
Good boy. Good boy. It's the second day working on leading. I'm releasing as soon as he looks my way. A little bit. Just giving him a little bit of pressure. I'm gonna ask. There, he came towards me. Now we got a foot too. He's looking and chewing. Here. Good job. Okay, we want all of this to be a good experience. Good boy.
God, they're growing. Man,
They look big from the highway when I
Good
saw them.
job. Walk.
I thought that they were big horses.
Good.
Big Mustangs.
Walk.
Flex are standing next to the little donkeys.
And I thought they were roans.
he might be wrong.
Good.
End up being. It looks like he'll be
He'll be
wrong.
gray.
You think just gray? I hope he turns out wrong.
No, it's something about
I'm not
Rowan
gonna-
has white hairs.
I'm
And
not gonna argue with you. A roan colt would be black. Would be a blue roan would be black. Real blacky. His
Sure.
legs would be black. His ears and his fets and his pasterns are black.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna work-
Same on his length and his back. You know, that's
if he can stay this color, we're gonna offer him up as Rowan. Because a lot of people are like, oh, he looks like a Rowan.
yeah.
It won't really matter because the paperwork doesn't say Roan.
Mm.
What's paperwork say?
I don't remember, but it doesn't say roan.
It should say gray because that's what he is.
Any little bit matters here. Good boy.
I guess isn't a roan a dark body with white hair mixed in?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Like
I can see how you say gray. I don't want him to be gray.
I don't want him to be gray either, but I think that's what he is.
A horse is whatever color you call it.
Right.
The last paperwork for this last batch we brought, they say the black ones are brown and the white one is brown.
Yeah,
and,
they're colorblind.
yeah.
Yeah, I say the short one's 14
Oh,
hands.
good job. Yeah, the heights are all wrong. Colors are wrong. So guys, we just brought home 7 new wild donkeys, and their heights and their colors are all, they don't make a lot of sense. Good boy. Good boy. I'm gonna give him a second here. Again, the pressure on their pole can be quite intimidating to them. Good boy.
Ready? Head.
Come on. Let's see if I can, in a second here, walk him back towards that barrel behind him. Good boy.
That's where he's at.
We're gonna be about done here, guys.
A year or two, they grab it. He does want to play.
Good boy. Good boy.
That he is.
Come on.
His first ride of these.
Come on.
Yeah, another year of this stuff.
Good job. Good boy. Come on.
He's really chubby. He'll respond to the flag, but he really could give a shit about the flag.
Good. Good. Good.
He's very, very supple when I had him.
Let's try to go towards the camera, Stein.
That's pretty scary. He's doing great. I'm happy as first. I'm going to have to.
All right, that's it for today, guys. Take this halter off.
How'd you get that shirt?
Good job. Let's see what else I have in my pocket for hay. Here you go. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Please do hit that like and subscribe button.